people are able to do what they love and come out through that type of show. Because some of these people, it's like they're from these little towns. They wouldn't get the exposure, so it's really cool.
A breakup, and that's something that was super public, but all of those things that I'd felt so bad about myself and just so terrible.
It's not every day you see a celebrity love story so tangled that even the star's own family feels compelled to choose sides. But when it comes to Justin Bieber's dramatic orbit, complete with his wife Hailey, his ex Selena Gomez, and swirling rumors of shifting alliances, there's never a dull moment. Lately, fans are speculating that his sisters, Jazmyn and Allie, have shown their hand in favor of Selena. And if that isn't enough to make people stare, Justin's mother has also stepped into the conversation with cryptic tweets that only fan the flames. Even Kylie Jenner seems to have gotten involved, further complicating the internet's favorite saga. So, how did this all begin? How did one of the world's biggest pop stars end up in such a complicated family dynamic? And more importantly, why do so many believe that Hailey, who's supposed to be cherished by her in-laws, may be getting side-eyed instead? We're about to dive deep into the biggest puzzle the internet can't stop talking about. We'll unravel how Justin and Selena's dramatic history laid the foundation for a seemingly endless triangle, why some fans believe Hailey stepped in amid chaos, and how Justin's family, once known to publicly adore Selena, might be making their loyalties clear. From eyebrow posts that sparked a frenzy to rumored betrayal on a girl's trip to Dubai, this story has it all. And through it all, Selena's own star power continues to rise. After all, she's rumored to be engaged to none other than producer Benny Blanco, and that's just the latest stunner in a long string of breakups, makeups, and heartbreak. Keep watching to see how this swirling tension is exploding on social media.
You're comfortable.
When you start, when you're in a weird place, talking about weird stuff, if that makes sense.
Of course.
So when I snapped out of that weird place, this isn't the music that I really want to make, because my whole album was going in that direction, just a weird vibe. And it wasn't bad. The music was great, but it wasn't necessarily, where I'm at now. So I kind of restarted my whole project and just, started from scratch.
How Justin's mother and sisters have stirred the pot, and why fans believe that the dynamic in the Bieber household might not be as cozy and united as the public was once led to believe. If you thought love triangles were complicated, this one's about to blow your mind. Few celebrity couples have generated as many headlines as Justin Bieber and Selena Gomez. Their relationship started off sweet, almost fairy tale-like. Back when both were teenage sensations, fans were giddy seeing them at red carpet events. Justin in a suave tuxedo, Selena radiant in designer gowns. It was a classic pop prince meets Disney princess scenario that felt like it was meant to last forever. The couple, often referred to by the media as Jelena, seemed absolutely inseparable at first, but that picture-perfect image quickly cracked under the weight of rumors. Whispers about Justin's alleged substance struggles, cheating allegations, and late-night escapades turned their once blissful romance into a dramatic roller coaster ride. One minute, they'd be passionately together, posting adorable selfies, and the next, they'd be on the brink of breaking up, fueling tabloids and social media with stories of heated arguments and cryptic tweets. Over time, it seemed as if heartbreak was almost a predictable cycle in their relationship. Then came the biggest shock of all. Just 2 months after another major breakup, one that had fans thinking it might finally be over for good, Justin announced he had proposed to Hailey Baldwin. It was the ultimate whiplash for people who still believed that Justin and Selena might reunite one day. Questions about timeline overlap surfaced. Was Justin's engagement with Hailey actually a sign of infidelity?
The last walk-in was incredible. The fans, the hysteria. Even this time, I think it's different because in the airport, I went out the back and I have the car scoots me right when I get off the plane. So I go into the car and then I can drive right off the tarmac, so I don't have to go through the airport and get attacked. Because last time I almost died, and this time it was cool. But they found out the hotel I'm at, and there was they were screaming all night. It was crazy.
Or was it just an impulsive move from a pop star whose heart was always on the edge? To this day, some refuse to believe that Justin and Selena's door is fully closed, given the intense history they shared. What no one could have predicted, however, was how Justin's own family, the people who have known him long before the fame, would become so entwined in this saga. Instead of quietly welcoming Hailey, they've made public gestures that spark speculation. Are they genuinely indifferent to Justin's wife? Or do they actually prefer Selena? the ex who once felt like part of the clan. That's where the intrigue only deepens and the real fireworks begin. As Justin's star rose rapidly, it was clear he wasn't just a solo act. His family often stepped onto center stage along with him. He has frequently mentioned how important his mother, Patty Millette, has been in guiding him through fame. And for a long while, Selena didn't feel like just a girlfriend. She was almost an honorary member of the Bieber family. Fans recall countless warm, fuzzy moments when Selena was seen bonding with Justin's half-siblings, Jazmyn and Jackson, at major events and simple family outings alike. One of the most memorable instances was when Selena accompanied Jazmyn and Jackson to the premiere of Hotel Transylvania in 2012. They posed for pictures on the red carpet, looked genuinely thrilled to be around one another, and radiated a picture of a big, happy, extended family. Later in 2018, Selena was spotted hanging out with Justin's siblings at his father's wedding in Jamaica. Again, cameras captured them smiling, dancing, and giggling in that carefree way close friends or relatives do. For many fans, this solidified the notion that the Biebers genuinely adored Selena.
I just happened to be doing it in a spotlight and in front of people, so it was a little different. Like you guys got to make your mistakes and no one got to see it.
Right.
You know? And for me, it's like everyone gets to see it, and obviously I have more accessibility to do crazier stuff because I'm, in this position. But yeah, dude, I just had to figure out what kind of man I wanted to be, and I have awesome people in my corner. We got Scooter, who's just an awesome man, and that's it.
She wasn't just a celebrity plus one, she felt integrated into the fold. So you can imagine the internet's shock when Justin suddenly married Hailey. Given the strong ties that once existed between Selena and the family, observers wondered, would the Biebers be as welcoming to Hailey, or would they still silently root for a Jelena reunion behind the scenes? But that question became more relevant as time went by, especially when fans noticed small cues online, like likes, comments, or shared posts, that hinted the Bieber family's affection might still lie heavily with Selena. And while Hailey remained polite and mostly silent in her approach, the rumored tension began to bubble. Viewers started dissecting every social media post to see if the sisters, or even Patty, were covertly supporting Selena. To some, it felt like the early years set a bond between Selena and the Biebers that not even a wedding could fully replace. If Justin's mom was subtle in her approach, his sisters seemed less concerned about sparking the rumor mill. Jazmyn, in particular, lit the internet on fire with a seemingly innocent TikTok. In the clip, she lip-synced to a song snippet referencing Selena. Was it just a random choice? Or was it a pointed statement that she stands with Selena in this drama? Fans were convinced it was the latter. Adding to the swirl, Justin's other sister, Allie, made her own stance clear. She liked and even posted fan-made videos celebrating Selena, calling her the queen and praising her beauty. In the climate of the ongoing feud, where every action is dissected for meaning,
world premiere of Performing Boyfriend.
That was my first time performing it, so yeah, that was crazy. I'm a little sweaty right now, but
you're good.
Nice.
And it felt good?
It felt great.
Yeah?
Yeah. There were some dance moves I missed, but I'm straight.
You'll be straight.
Other people don't know that.
Shows like this, The Voice, are you into these kind of shows? Do you like these shows?
Yeah, I mean, I haven't gotten the chance to watch a lot of this season, but, just the fact that, people are able to do what they love and come out through that type of show, because some of these people, it's like they're from these little towns, they wouldn't get the exposure, so it's really cool.
this was no small thing. Social media watchers immediately concluded that Allie, like Jazmyn, might be quietly throwing shade at Hailey. Speculation reached a fever pitch, with many fans questioning if the sisters had always viewed Selena as Justin's true soulmate. Could it be that they never truly accepted Hailey from the start? Or maybe they were just reconnecting with someone they had adored from childhood, without considering how it might look publicly? Regardless of their motives, the damage was done. Those TikToks and comments gave the impression that Hailey was essentially the odd one out in the family dynamic. Imagine being Hailey, watching your in-laws publicly show love to your husband's ex-girlfriend, a woman many fans still idolize. Awkward doesn't even begin to describe it. The sisters' actions not only created tension online, but led people to wonder if behind closed doors there was more friction than anyone could have anticipated. And as you'll see next, it wasn't just the sisters stepping into the fray. Even external figures like Kylie Jenner were about to escalate this entire fiasco in the most unexpected way. Just when people thought the drama might simmer, Kylie Jenner emerged with a social media move that set the internet ablaze. It all started when Selena posted a lighthearted TikTok joking about accidentally over-laminating her eyebrows. Innocent enough, right? Except not long after, Kylie posted a close-up of her own eyebrows on Instagram with the cryptic caption, "This was a mistake." That alone might have been dismissed as a coincidence, but then she posted a follow-up featuring both her and Hailey's eyebrows in a zoomed-in shot. If there's one thing fans have, it's time to scrutinize potential shade. Immediately, the rumor mill cranked into high gear. Was Kylie mocking Selena? Was Hailey complicit in shading her husband's ex? Given Hailey's recent controversies and alleged digs at Selena, fans found it suspicious.
I think everything we did, like I beat him in pool and ping pong, and what else did I beat him in?
You're very self-aware, Justin. I guess we can appreciate that about you, you know?
Well, I got a slight confidence to me. But no, it's cool because it's coming out of a good place, you know? At this point, it's like, I'm confident. I think we all should be confident and enjoy ourselves and have fun, but don't carry a cocky confidence. And it's like a cool, fun, like, let me include people in, you know, my journey and stuff. So it's been cool.
The blowback was instant and severe. Kylie and Hailey both started losing social media followers by the millions. While Selena's Instagram gained a staggering new batch of admirers, people poured over every detail, noticing that Selena was basically breezing past the drama publicly, choosing not to address it directly. Instead, she focused on her comedic side, her philanthropic ventures, and her rumored engagement to Benny Blanco, leaving the internet to connect the dots about the eyebrow fiasco. Meanwhile, neither Kylie nor Hailey offered much clarity. Some claimed it was all a misunderstanding, yet the flames had already been stoked. The real question was, how would Justin's family respond to such a public war of words? Or, well, war of eyebrows? Would they defend Hailey or continue to appear more sympathetic to Selena? We already saw where Jazmyn and Allie's allegiances might lie, but the big surprise was about to come from Justin's mother, Patty, who soon had her own cryptic tweet to share with the world. Patty Millette has never been one to shy away from social media, though in recent years she's dialed down the direct commentary on her son's personal life. That's why her 2023 tweet about "TW hate is ugly" grabbed everyone's attention. She posted it right as Selena and Hailey's drama was hitting a fever pitch, leading countless fans to interpret her statement as a subtle nod in support of Selena, who has been a target of bullying, both subtly and blatantly, since Hailey's name first got attached to Justin's. To make matters more tangled, Patty also liked a tweet referencing how Selena was choosing to step away from social media for her own peace of mind.
I just, it was just so overwhelming for me, everything, just the performance. I missed some cues, so I was a little disappointed at that, and just everyone and just their support. I was honestly, let me breathe for a second, I just wasn't expecting them to support me in the way they did. Last time I think I was at the VMAs, I think, or last time I was at an award show, I was booed.
Only to unlike it shortly afterward. The quick like then unlike maneuver didn't go unnoticed. Fans speculated that it was a sign of support that Patty had second thoughts about being too obvious. Others wondered if she accidentally exposed her real feelings about the entire fiasco. Could it be that Patty is quietly cheering on Selena while publicly maintaining a neutral stance for her son's sake? Or was her tweet more of a generic message about negativity online? Unrelated to the swirling drama, one thing's certain: every detail in this story is magnified, especially because Patty played a big role in Justin's early life and once adored Selena so openly. The irony is that Patty's tweet only deepened the suspicion that the Bieber family is, in fact, leaning toward Selena. For Hailey, this is the worst-case scenario. Not only are her sisters-in-law supporting the ex, but now even her mother-in-law might be subtly casting doubt on the marriage. And while Hailey has gone on record saying she doesn't let haters take away her happiness, the question remains, how do you ignore rumblings from your own spouse's family? In a series of interviews and social media clips, Hailey has tried to project a calm, resilient persona. She's insisted that negativity isn't ruining my life and that online haters don't dictate her marriage or her happiness. Still, you can't help but wonder what happens when she's off camera, scrolling through endless tweets and TikToks that paint her as the interloper who replaced Selena. It's one thing to face anonymous trolls on the internet. It's a whole different story if the criticism is coming from your husband's family, or at least that's how it seems to many onlookers.
When you're in the recording studio, do you ever think, hey, what if I don't make something shitty? Does that pop into your mind in the process?
The fact that I'm able to make music and inspire people, I feel like music is like a sixth sense.
It's like that movie? You've had 3 hairstyles. What's next for your career?
So you think that my hairstyles are the only thing that's happened in my career?
Behind closed doors, it's plausible that she and Justin have had lengthy talks about the tension. After all, married couples typically rely on the support and acceptance of each other's families. And if your sisters-in-law are shading you online, that's guaranteed to spark friction. The severity of this friction is anybody's guess. But given the avalanche of public signs, it's hard to dismiss it as a small misunderstanding. Some fans argue that Hailey should address the situation head-on, perhaps by having heart-to-heart conversations with Jazmyn, Allie, and even Patty. Others believe that no matter what Hailey does, Selena's place in the Bieber household is so cherished that no one will fully embrace the new wife. It sounds dramatic, but in the constant microscope of celebrity culture, it's not impossible. Hailey might be trying to protect her own mental health by selectively blocking out the negativity. She's also got a thriving skincare brand and multiple fashion ventures that require her attention. From her perspective, giving any oxygen to these stories might only make things worse. Yet fans can't help but see her as caught in a never-ending crossfire, overshadowed by a legendary ex who simply won't fade from the family's and the public's affections. While Hailey and Selena continue their passive and sometimes not so passive back and forth, Justin stands curiously quiet in the background. For a long time, he's avoided making definitive public statements that either defend Hailey or rebuke Selena. That restraint has led many to wonder, is Justin quietly supporting Hailey in private, or does he secretly share his family's lingering fondness for Selena? In past interviews,
I'm not going to be doing like magic tricks, but like just like some magician type of stuff. Type stuff. Yeah, like
that's a good.
I mean, if you look back, at some of Michael's tours, he used a lot of magician type stuff, like appearing and disappearing. And
because you never knew where. So we're not going to know where Justin Bieber is.
You're never going to know where I am.
He might be in the crowd.
Yeah.
Justin has been candid about how his relationships inspire his music. He even admitted that his ex is what motivates him to write some of his most heartfelt songs. Fans naturally took this as a reference to Selena, especially given how deeply their love story was intertwined with his artistry. But now that he's married, that old flame has taken on an entirely new layer of complexity. Another angle. Is Justin's silence a strategic move? Born out of fear that if he says anything at all, he'll alienate half his fan base? By remaining neutral, maybe he's trying to keep peace for both sides. But as time passes, neutrality might only fuel speculation that he's torn between two worlds, the wife he legally wed and the ex his family seemingly still adores. Adding even more complexity is the fact that Selena's star keeps climbing. She's beloved for her music, her acting, her philanthropic efforts, and her candid approach to mental health. Hailey, on the other hand, is often portrayed as living in Selena's shadow, which must weigh on Justin's mind as he tries to balance respect for his wife with an understanding that the world still idolizes Jelena. At some point, fans speculate he might have to step in and publicly clarify where his heart truly lies, or risk letting the tension consume them all. As the saga drags on, it feels like an unending loop. The sisters drop subtle references praising Selena, Hailey tries to keep her head high, and Justin remains silent. For the fans, one looming question persists. Can Hailey ever genuinely be embraced by Justin's entire family if they're still so publicly warm towards Selena? It's not just about emotional acceptance.
Today's show, you're about to do it.
Yes.
People have been camped out, like, it seems for weeks.
We just did actually a drive-by with all the fans. We went and saw all of them, and they freaked out. It was pretty cool.
Do you know how long they've been out there?
They said like a couple days, right?
Yeah.
That's crazy. No, I mean, I never thought this would happen. I mean, really, honestly, like with the last album and everything, I thought it would be cool, but it's double and triple. It's been nuts.
This has spiraled into a public relations issue, with millions of fans speculating about every move the Biebers make. Some insiders believe that time heals all wounds. As months and years pass, perhaps Hailey's genuine care for Justin will soften any familial resistance. Others argue that Selena, having integrated herself so thoroughly with the Biebers for nearly a decade, is essentially irreplaceable in their hearts. Imagine watching your sibling or child date someone for years, forming strong bonds and memories, only for them to marry a different partner in a whirlwind fashion. Those old attachments don't vanish overnight. Then there's the possibility that Hailey might take a more proactive approach to mending fences. She could, for instance, invite Jazmyn, Allie, and even Patty on personal getaways or heartfelt dinners to rebuild trust and understanding. Yet given how public and messy this story has become, any such move might also appear calculated or forced. If there's one thing about the public eye, it's that authenticity is hard to fake, especially when fans are scrutinizing your every post. All the while, Selena remains in the background, simultaneously doing her own thing, releasing new music, developing her beauty line, working on film projects, and keeping her personal life relatively low profile, aside from the rumored engagement with Benny Blanco. Whether she's paying attention to the Biebers or not, her presence looms large, reminding the public of an era that many fans consider the golden age of pop star dating. This trifecta, Selena, Hailey, and the Bieber family, seems locked in a never-ending waltz of speculation and suspicion.
Oh, really? How much was it worth? Can you tell me?
No, I can't tell you that.
Expensive.
Yes.
You ready to do your
thing?
thing?
It was a present. That was why it was such a bad thing.
Oh
That's
no,
why.
sentimental
so it was
value.
sentimental, but I'm going to get another one, and I'm going to basically be like, this is the one you got me, and I'm going to treat it like the one you got me.
Does the person know that you've
The
lost it?
person knows, but I am going to get another one, and
Exactly
I'm going
the
to replace
same.
it, and I'm going to. Yes.
We never talk about it again.
We never talk about it again.
What can we expect at the Summertime Ball? What is lined up? Talk to me.
Oh well, I actually just been rehearsing a lot for it, so I think that people are going to be really surprised.
And so we arrive at the million-dollar question. How will this all end? Will Justin ever publicly address the fact that his wife might be at odds with the family that once adored his ex? Will Hailey, faced with a barrage of whispers and sly glances, stand her ground and deepen her ties to the Bieber clan despite any hidden hostility? Or is Selena, thriving in her own lane with rumored wedding bells in the distance, indirectly dominating the narrative through sheer star power and historical connection? Right now, the lines appear firmly drawn. Hailey tries to stay unfazed, though cracks inevitably show when your mother-in-law and sisters-in-law seem to champion the ex you replaced. Meanwhile, Selena hardly needs to say a word. Her legacy with Justin and his family speaks volumes by itself. As for Justin, he's stuck in an unenviable position. The heart wants what it wants, sure, but what do you do when your family's heart might still be anchored to your past? The future of this tangled triangle and the extended family drama that tags along remains uncertain. Maybe we'll see a heartfelt reconciliation, a family photo with Hailey and the Biebers smiling side by side in genuine harmony. Or maybe, as new controversies inevitably arise, the wedge will be driven deeper. One thing's for sure. The internet isn't letting go of this saga anytime soon. From eyebrow fiascos to cryptic tweets, from rumored engagements to nostalgic TikToks, every detail resonates with millions who've grown invested in the outcome. So, is this feud truly about love lost, or is it a story of a family struggling to move on from an ex who felt like one of their own? Comment below with your thoughts on the biggest celebrity roller coaster around. Will Justin speak up? Is Hailey going to turn the tide with some grand gesture? And can Selena continue floating above the fray, shining in her own orbit? No matter which side you're on, buckle up. The next chapter of this epic saga could change everything, if and when the Bieber household finally decides where its loyalties lie.